I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Hold on there 1 second, gentlemen. Wolfman Jack going to jump in here and take over this little introduction. I bring to you today, for your viewing and listening pleasure, the Kentucky Fried Critics, bringing you the great movie classic, George Lucas, American Graffiti. Give it up for him now. The fuck was that?
Yeah, okay, man. That was a lot. Dude. That's a lot to take in.
Somebody just max headroomed us. That wasn't me.
Yeah, guys, you can see what we're doing here. This is American Graffiti. We're having a lot of fun with this one. This is, again, not our furthest back. That was, The Graduate, maybe? Or Hercules in New York. It's one of those two, right?
Oh, no, we did the original.
Oh, well, yeah. That doesn't count.
We did Nosferatu.
That's an extreme outlier. Outside of the extreme
Outside of silent films,
yeah.
This might be one of the oldest ones.
Well, no, again, I think both of those, like The Graduate's in the 60s.
69?
This is like 73.
Yeah.
Which means, though, the reason I brought up The Graduate is because that is also another, we saw a younger Dreyfus.
He looks so weird without the beard, man.
Why does that sound like
Younger Dreyfus sounds like like some dinosaur time period. Like during the Younger Dreyfus era, the Stegosaurus wandered the earth.
Well, it
we
is
get angry comments from Richard Dreyfuss.
Totally different era in movies.
Yeah.
We can at least say that. American Graffiti is a fun one. It's a great one. Had a blast with this one. Before we really get into everything, let's talk about our beer. I'm not going to mess up. I'm not going to do last week. Last week, I totally tried to stop us from doing everything last week. I tried to jump in so hard, we nearly missed it all.
Can't change that much of the format, man.
That's right.
Relax.
Now, at least this week, we don't have to go back and do a retraction and say anything about the beer like we forgot to do from the previous week, so we can just get into this beer. And so, Bo, what are we drinking today?
We got Tröegs.
Tröegs? I don't know.
Was that what we said last week?
I can't
remember.
We
agreed on something. I think it was Tröegs. Tröegs Independent Brewing Graffiti Highway IPA.
And so again, you see the word graffiti, then automatically you think American Graffiti. So like we told you guys, there's a few different ways that this season works. Most of them are loose end related in some way. This is just good old fashioned us.
Yeah.
This was just us looking through and being like, that sounds like a
Can't
great
think of another goddamn thing but that.
So we had to go ahead and take care of it when we saw it. And again, one thing I'll note, when we get to the end, we'll mention what we've got planned coming up next, like we always do. But we shocked ourselves. I'll go ahead and admit this right now. It is almost Halloween time, and we were almost taken aback and not ready
for it.
I mean, literally,
it almost snuck up on us.
Whoa.
Crazy as that fucking is.
Yeah, normally we're so on top of it because normally we and don't get me wrong, we still have a theme and we have a good theme and it's great. Theme. And you guys will hear more about that at the end.
We didn't cheat at all.
But I will admit that this one kind of just fell in our laps, and that's good because we hadn't been thinking that far ahead like we had previously done. Like 2 years in a row, we were on it for October.
Oh, hell, last year we had that planned the year before because we made a comment about it in the video the year before that.
Exactly. This time, though, it kind of just... Well, think about it. Like, October is always so... Like, our first year, it was like, we did like 4 episodes, and it was like...
October.
Me and you were both like, are we doing a theme month? Is that what happens?
I mean, it is October. We kind of have to.
So,
everybody else does.
We didn't even know what we were doing yet. And here we are.
We'll just do Disney movies just to be completely different from everybody.
But we did do Black Christmas. So it's not like it would be totally out of left field to be like spooky cartoons one year.
Oh,
so maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Okay, I think we've teased we've teased the fact that we want you guys to stay till the end, long enough. But that's totally the point of that. Yeah. So this beer so far,
good. I like it.
Yeah. Again, we normally don't have a lot of bad things to say about a beer, but like sometimes an IPA, I think we had one not too long ago. Maybe I don't even remember, don't quote me on
3 episodes ago, I think.
But it was the type where it's like super grapefruity.
Yeah, you just took the grapefruit peel and just started chewing on it.
Ate the whole thing. raw. Like like you've never seen one before. What's that thing?
Just bites into it like a fucking apple.
Yeah. This one did not have the astringent first taste, which
Yeah.
is always pleasant. It's again, I still usually end up liking those ones. Like as much as like the
but
first
that
sip.
first sip is like, whoo.
But those exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like you ease into that type, right? Like the first couple of drinks are like, well, that's sharp.
Yep.
And then your taste buds. Well, then you get drunk enough, and then your taste buds are like, it's all right.
Alcohol cures everything. Don't
This
quote
one,
me on that.
this one didn't have that. This one was the type, maybe not super. It's not the strawberry rhubarb. It's not juice.
Yeah,
that one was like
that was juice.
This one, so good so far. We'll see.
It says tropical stuff on the can. I kind of get it.
And something about
There's
berries. I don't know if I get berries, but we'll see.
Are there tropical berries?
Well, when we get to the end, we'll talk about it then. Sometimes much like the drunkenness helps you forget about some tastes, sometimes it helps you pick up on other ones.
It might.
Maybe we'll get to the end and we'll be like, you know what? Right now, I taste berries.
I got the blackberry
aftertaste.
Right?
Yeah. Just like lingering taste of blackberry. So we'll see where we go.
More likely we're gonna forget entirely.
Probably we won't mention we'll talk about the beer, but we won't mention berries at all.
We'll forget all about it.
Hit us up in the comments and make us be accountable for
ourselves. Hold us accountable for the berries. Justice for berries.
If we forget, we might not. We need to stop thinking about. We have done so much hooking to be like, listen to the end. I think we're getting good at that.
Yeah, because
bad. I don't know exactly what it means.
We need those watch hours, man, so we can start making beer money off this shit.
All right. Again, though, like we said, this is American Graffiti. There's not a lot to say before we get into it. I say that a lot, and then we spin forever. But this is an old enough movie, and it's a true classic that everybody attached to it is basically the kind of people we always say we don't need to talk about.
You've seen
their
them.
career speaks for themselves.
You've seen them. You know who the fuck this is.
Right? And so, I don't feel like we need to do a whole lot of that. There's maybe a couple of people who aren't as big, and we'll make sure I'm not going to tell you who I meant by that. We're just going to say there may be a couple of people.
Keep watching. That's like the whole point of this episode is watch all of it.
I wasn't even trying to go there this time, but I appreciate that. I'm not going to
teasing everybody every 5 seconds. Like, come on, you want to go on this ride.
I'm not going to walk away from it. I'm just saying I wasn't actually going there. But so we'll start at the top. We'll start the writers and director because it's the same.
Yep.
It's just George Lucas. Again, this is a
Peter
classic.
Jackson?
It's weird to do this, right? Like it's weird to be like we're talking about this movie. Like people might not know that it's George Lucas. Like
that's like film critic trivia 101, right? Like.
Is it
George Lucas's first movie?
Is it even trivia? Right. Well, it's not his first. Again, I've meant THX 1138 or whatever. That's his sci-fi whatever. Like it's so college-ish based. Again, dude. Like
I've not seen it.
It's where a lot of the ideas for Star Wars came from. Back. Not necessarily again as he's told it, he's had the rough idea of that story for a while, but certain elements of the sci-fi stuff definitely comes from.
I learned how to do model stuff in that movie.
Well, I don't even mean that. I mean there are certain elements, even some of the symbols and shit he uses for computer screens. That you see and you in your head might think that's a Star Wars thing, were things that he actually originally used in that movie, and they repurpose them for Star Wars.
Nice.
But again, it's not something that people. It's a film school movie.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you that I'm not I'm surprised you've not seen it. I'm saying it.
So I saw John Carpenter's The Dark Star one. It's the beach ball monster. I think George Lucas helped him with that, and he was like.
Now that's
just a beach ball.
Now that's
a good I know it's hilarious.
Now that's a good talking point though, because this is Lucas and Lucas's of that era of everybody knows everybody in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And so part of the reason he was able to make this movie, studios didn't want to do it. He pitched it to him.
Yeah.
Did you notice when the movie opened? Did you notice another big name?
Francis Ford Coppola.
He's the reason studios did it. Studios weren't going to do it.
Makes sense.
Studios weren't going to do it. And
so George called his buddy Coppola. He was like, hey, man.
No, dude, that's the funniest part. It wasn't even like that. Coppola was there when he was pitching it to some of the studios, and they were all like, I have nothing to do with it. And supposedly the story is that Coppola there, live on the spot, was like, if you guys don't want to do it, I'll do it. I'll put my own money up. What do you mean you're not going to do it? And so then the studios had him go on as producer and then put their money to it.
You gotta love Coppola for shit like that. He ain't afraid to throw his own money at shit.
Yeah, and so like that's the thing. Like this movie has that era of Hollywood embedded in it. Like this era of like
when the directors kind of like stuck up for each other and shit.
Well, and not
helped
even just
each other
that,
out.
but knew each other too. Like way back. Like went to
school with each other.
Because nowadays, like back then, film school was niche enough. Most
of them went to the same
other,
one, right?
Because there weren't that many programs doing it. But today it's so flooded that like some people are directors for YouTube channels and you've never heard their name, and they might have gone to school with some guy who's making Hollywood blockbusters. But back then, chances are it was like you're making it in the biz or you're not making it in the biz, right? And so like it's literally one of those things where like these people today, we feel very nepotism about it, but really it's just like, no, but that's just my college buddy.
Yeah.
He
has good ideas. He could do this movie that I wrote.
So it's it's one of those things where it's like it's kind of double edged, right? Because they did become the legacy to point now where we're like nepotism from those people.
Yeah.
But they
all just use the same actors all the time. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, but like,
I don't
because they all talk to each other. It was like, I know this guy's good. You can use him for your project.
I saw something recently, and we'll circle back after this because we're going on one of those. But this is a good one. I think this is very relevant. I saw one of those recently, and it was somebody talking about how James Gunn uses the same people all the time, and then like literally everything. They're like, don't you think it's horrible that he's almost like flooding it to the point where it's like, yeah, but now I see that same guy as like 5 characters, even in the same universe. Like Nathan Fillion's been like 4 people in the MCU, or he's already been like multiple people in the DC universe. You get what I mean? Like people try to say stuff like that, and the perfect defense of it came from his brother, who again, I know this is a weird one to say because it's his brother, but also his brother is one of the people he casts in all of his movies, so he is also the person benefiting.
He's got a little bit of a stake in this.
But he's right. He was like, but if you have anywhere else where you're a manager at like a company, right, and you do projects for the company, and they're like, you get to pick the people who are working the project with you. Well, yeah, at first you're gonna be working with a lot of different people, but then once you know whose strengths are what, then you're going to be like, oh, when I get this new project, I know who's good at that. And you're going to bring that person in.
Right.
I know who does that really well. Let me bring them in.
I need a sturdy, funny secondary character. Call Nathan.
You know what I mean? And so like,
he's great at shit like that.
And so I get it. Like it's true. It makes sense. And so like, and maybe I get where some people are coming from, because maybe, especially like in the Gunn example, he maybe goes overboard with it. Like, because again, it's like, but we also now live in this world where we have full universes. Like, back in the day, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Most movies were singular, and that was it.
Mostly, you would get like a trilogy, and that'd be the end of it.
So usually, if you were reusing the same actor, it was never that they double up in the same universe. So you know what I mean? Like it was just that, hey, you're using that actor a lot. Today gets a little stickier because again, like the next 8 movies of James's will 100% just be DC. So if he reuses actors, then 100% they're being reused in the same universe.
Him, that poor guy only gets like one fucking paycheck, and then like they're not making anything else besides like DC and Marvel movies. He's like, well, I've already been in both of those. What am I supposed to do now? I'll go start a YouTube channel. Nathan, you're welcome to come on our show.
You say that like he doesn't do other dude's been on like 5 major TV shows as well, sir.
I know.
The Rookie, Castle.
Tiff watches all those.
I know our TV Nathan Fillion. I don't even have to ask you. I know this. Our TV Nathan Fillion is
Firefly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When people are like, he has such a legacy in TV, I'm always like, yeah, a legacy because it's been here since Firefly. And they're like, no, I mean a legacy because he did these 2 shows forever. I'm like, I've never watched nary an episode. I love that guy.
I promise you by my pretty bonnet, I will end you.
I love Nathan Fillion, and I've not watched a single episode of either of those shows. I love him. Love the guy. All right, we need to circle back.
Yeah,
we
we're
said that way off.
No, it's George Lucas. Sci-fi, it all matters.
Kinda.
We wouldn't have had Firefly if he hadn't have fucking done Star Wars.
But we're on the we're not doing sci-fi Lucas today. Let's circle back.
Yeah, that's
Let's
true.
circle back. So again, let's hit our actors real quick. We've got, of course, Ron Howard. He's one of he's not our youngest. We have
Richie Cunningham.
We have one super young person in the cast, but outside of that, he is our only other like teenager in a movie.
Actual
of
real teenager.
Yeah. But yeah, we have Richie Cunningham himself. Literally like Richie Cunningham.
Yeah.
Because like he got this role because of the character, not the show. Let's be very clear. The show stole from this.
Yeah.
Not this stole from the show.
It was on Love America Style, right? First, you were telling me.
It
was like a skit?
was a skit. Yeah, well, because it was like a pilot show that was being pitched and it didn't get picked up, and so they kind of broke the pilot into pieces
bits?
to make a skit. Yeah. But Lucas saw him in that, liked him in that. Somebody else was like, I think he'd be good for your movie. He put him in the movie. Then the execs who said no to Ron Howard and the original idea for Happy Days were like, oh, I like that kid.
That kid's
and
great.
in this time period.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that. And then
we
so
spoke
like
too soon.
Ron Howard like circled the drain of Richie Cunningham
And then
for
he
like
got stuck playing
4
a
years.
teenager for 10 years.
Yeah, it's so good. It's a weird piece of Hollywood.
It's okay. It worked out in the end. He's like one of the best directors we have now.
Love Ron Howard.
I like his brother Clint.
Yeah, well,
he makes
sci-fi
every
royalty.
time I see him, I get happy.
Sci-fi royalty. It's been around since child
Yeah,
acting
since
days
Star
on Star
Trek.
Trek. Yeah, you gotta love a guy who's been
Barat or whatever the fuck his name was.
Guy who's been sticking it around that long. You gotta give it to, right? Then our other, because again, this movie follows four different people, right? Through a night adventure. And so we've got Ron Howard is Steve, our main character, not Richie Cunningham, despite the
fact that it's basically Richie Cunningham if he was slightly cooler and
a little bit more of a
bit of a
badass.
dick.
It's like a little bit more of a badass, a little bit more of a dick, just a little bit more. He's just like
a little bit more. He's dialed up to 11.
Yes, he's Richie Cunningham, but up a little bit, right? Like amped up. But not in the way that he's like more of Richie, but like he's just like
he's Richie. He's what Richie wants to be.
Maybe
this is we cut to the end of the movie.
This movie's just
it's just a dream sequence. So he wakes up. It's like, oh, I was so cool. Damn it.
But so other than him, we have Richard Dreyfuss as Kurt. Again, huge. We already mentioned.
Go watch our Jaws episode.
Yeah, we've talked about Dreyfuss. Even I think Jaws might have been the only real movie we've done with him in it so far. But I believe there's no way we've not talked about him in other projects have had to overlap with Dreyfuss at some point. There's no way.
You would think.
Other actors that we were like, I loved when they were with Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's no way. He's one of those type of people. He's
somebody go back through our catalog and tell us.
You tell me.
That.
Yeah. You do the research and let me know where we're standing at with that.
I can't be bothered.
But so he's Kurt. He is so again, Steve and Kurt are the ones I would say
the main characters.
Well, the movie doesn't do a great job of really so we know all four of these people are like loosely friends.
Yeah.
But I definitely say that because like the John character we'll get to in a minute was like barely a friend of Steve's, right?
Yeah.
Like those two
barely talk to each other. I feel like he was more Kurt's friend.
And but that Toad was cool with him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's how I kind of felt about
Toad
it.
was his little buddy that he liked to pick on.
But yeah, I feel like Steve was the one that was always maybe being like, we don't hang out with that guy. Why are we talking to that guy?
Why do you?
Well, he's the one who badmouths him in the beginning of the movie.
True.
He's the one that was like, you gonna stay here? Like John, like Milner? You gonna be that guy?
Not gonna go to the hop with us?
Right? And so like maybe that's what's going on. But yeah, I do feel like if you're gonna be like there's a best friend relationship in the movie, it's definitely Steve and Kurt.
Yeah.
Despite the fact you don't see that in the movie.
Yeah, they split off pretty easy.
But you can tell because they were supposed to be going to college together. They were going to the same college.
I'll see you in the morning kind of feeling.
Right.
We're getting on the same plane.
But Although we know
Yeah, it's not.
it's not the fate we have.
No.
Although it goes through a lot of
It
twists
does.
and turns.
They go through this whole movie and then they just complete 180 on each other.
Well, they 180 on each other a couple of times, but they're not around each other to
to
mention
do it. Yeah.
But yeah, by the end is definitely a 180 from where they started. But to make you stay on your seat, like the edge of your seat, they definitely do it a few times. Like there's a couple of times where you see Steve and you're like, oh, I think he's decided to stay, but then he talks about going, and then he talks about staying. Same thing with Kurt. They're both the wishy-washiest people ever for leaving for college the next day.
We had an hour and a half run time. We had to stretch it out a little bit.
It's an hour and 50. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This thing was crazy long for
the
nothing that happens.
But it doesn't feel like
no, it doesn't. The soundtrack.
Oh,
the
soundtrack
helps for that,
soundtrack, dude. The soundtrack's so good.
Let's go. We gotta finish this. So we got two more friends. One, we got John Milner. That's Paul Lamont. It's an actor I'm not super famous with.
I've seen his
he's
face
in other
in
things.
a lot of shit.
I didn't look this up beforehand. I'm not gonna lie. You guys catch me in this sometimes. I think that it's not gonna be that big of a deal because I know all the people, right? And this was one of those movies. I was like, I know these people, and so. Paul and Matt, I'm looking right now, and I still feel justified in this. So we got American Graffiti, Melvin and Howard, some movie I've never heard of. Lonesome Dove, the series.
Which is probably why I know his face.
Very, very justifiable for that one. And then we have more American Graffiti, which I did not know existed.
Why would you make a sequel to this?
I have no idea.
Like, I know we do it all the time now because like Hollywood has no original ideas, but like that had to have been done in like the 80s or something, right?
79.
I was close. See, like this movie doesn't need a sequel.
Well, and so think about that. It was shot. What was that? It's like 6 years later. 6 years later.
2 years after Star Wars,
and it's set for at least two of these people's stories, like we
like
already said,
later.
within a year of the end of the first. How?
I mean, at least we found another loose end we can add to this season.
I am down.
We're gonna have to watch it, dude.
I'm down. I kind of
I
kind of have a vibe feeling like I've seen this.
Do they
looking at the poster
any do we get to watch like Toad go to Vietnam and shit?
I'm pretty sure I'm seeing stuff on the IMDb, and I see military. The poster shows military helicopters and helmets.
I feel like I might have seen this because every time I saw him, I kept thinking, I was like, yeah, because you feel like the nerd kid in the unit in a Vietnam movie.
He was.
So I just because I watch a lot of Vietnam movies, I just assumed I'd seen him in one.
Well, so that's a good segue for us to go ahead and talk about Charles Martin Smith, who is
Toad.
He's Terry, Toad, the Tiger.
Terry the Tiger by the end of this shit.
Whichever one you want to go with. Now, that's the thing I'll say about him,
Which works. He has red hair.
Well, he is in a whole lot of things, but he is almost always like a guy with the glasses, and he's a little bit dorky, and
yeah, because he fits that nerd profile.
Yes, 100%.
It's like the Shermanator. He just looks like a fucking nerd.
But yeah, he still does. He is probably like he does a lot of TV and a lot of things like that still. Like so he is probably someone that you still would recognize.
Yeah, you've
seeing on
him.
TV shows. Yeah. Not that you don't recognize the other two. The top two, Ron Howard, obviously you still, Richard Dreyfuss, you still recognize.
Happy Days still runs on fucking rerun.
Now, all that to say, I definitely would forgive anybody for not knowing Paul Lamont, the guy who played John Milner. To circle back where we started.
Start back where we started.
But I do now have a drive to see it.
He kind of looks like the guy from Dead Man on Campus, the crazy dude. Like, you think that's like his cousin or like his uncle or something? The guy who wouldn't fucking stay dead.
Yeah. That's good.
Dude from Night at the Roxbury. He's been in a lot of stuff. Is it the same guy? Is he aging backward? John Milner just Benjamin Buttoned.
So those are our four main guys, though. So that's our Kurt, Steve, John, Terry. That gives us our main. Again, not only are they our main people,
they're our main stories,
but
just like branch off.
Well, they're the
into
only
this
ones
movie.
we get a wrap up.
Yeah,
of at
they
the
all
end.
start at like the burger joint, And then they all just kind of go off into their separate fucking stories.
Well, I don't even mean like that. I mean like literally the end. They're the only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're the 4 people we get
we get the fucking
yeah.
the Fast Times at Ridgemont High ending. You're like, Spicoli went on to be a lawyer.
Well, and or Stand By Me. I did
yeah,
too.
that's another one. Oh, did this start that?
Maybe because it's before. Well, this started. I feel like it started a lot of things.
A lot of things.
It started this whole vibe of this like night crazy fun adventure movie. Like I can't think of too many that did this, and I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
I'm sure people can
sure
spot
George
it out.
Lucas was ripping off somebody.
Well, I mean, like, I mean, if you want to get loose with it, A Hard Day's Night is a night, and it's an adventure for the Beatles. You know, there are like things, but I feel like this is the one like for this kind of feeling, right? Like this, like ride around town and the wildness that happens in a what should be random every day. Again, this is the end of school, but it's still a random day.
Yeah, just we're gonna go out and party, man.
Well, it's not even the end of school, right? Like it's about to be the beginning.
End of summer, I think.
Yeah, it's closer
like,
to
they're
the
about to
beginning
like go
of
to
yeah.
school.
Well, and this is like the annual sock hop that kicks off high school, right?
Yeah.
So they called it the freshman hop at one point, right?
Milner.
Yeah.
The freshman hop.
Right.
You guys spent so long trying to get out of that place. You're just gonna go back?
So yeah, again, this movie, it's great. Before we get into just talking about the movie, we have I would say 3 more people that I think you can correct me if there's more, but I think we got 3
that are important.
That are cool enough.
Yeah, they're cool enough to mention.
One we kicked off with Wolfman
Jack, baby.
Playing himself
through the whole movie. Every fucking everybody is listening to the same radio station in this movie.
Yes, well of course you would. That's what they say.
Yeah,
Wolfman Jack. We all
he's
listen
the fucking
to him.
man. Hell, our generation even knows who Wolfman Jack is.
Yeah, no. As a kid, I knew who he was.
Right,
I knew what he did, and that he was the coolest guy,
and how he got away with it. And
yeah, I love that Wolfman Jack is here. I love seeing Wolfman again. Like me and Bo are sci-fi people. We both have already talked to each other about the Quantum Leap episode. I love Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman Jack's awesome.
I love the story of Wolfman Jack. I love that he's playing himself. I love that
he would have the #1 podcast if he was still around. You know he would.
I would like to think so. We're not going to say any more. Me and you have talked about this. There's a world where yes, but there's a world where maybe not. And I don't even want to talk about that.
I ascribe to multiverse theory.
Yeah, but the other one is the one I don't want to talk about.
String theory is boring.
We don't got to give it a light of day talk outside, like on the podcast. Like to each other, it's one thing. We don't need the people to say it. So yeah, we got Wolfman Jack. Outside of him, we have Mackenzie Phillips, who daughter was it the mama and the papas, right?
Yeah. Just your textbook wild child.
Well, in real life,
yeah, like pre Drew Barrymore too. Like she was like the prototype.
Yeah, and then also tended to play characters. Again, she's like a mild wild child.
Yeah,
but she's still a wild child.
Yeah.
She's still like she's out when she wasn't supposed to. Her parents have no idea where she is. She's with a dude who's 7 years older than her
because she's like 12 or 13 or something.
Yeah. They never give us a concrete. We get a rough idea.
Poor John. As soon as she gets in the car, he's just like, what the fuck? How old are you?
And so again, she plays this. But to me, I gotta say she's always just gonna be the mom on So Weird.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I forgot about that show.
She's totally because she's playing. She was playing like a weird version of maybe herself as an adult because she was singing and stuff. And,
the traveling band. And
yeah, dude, I love
ghost shit. That show was cool, man. I remember that fucking show.
She sang the song Rebecca.
Yeah.
From the episode Rebecca about her best friend Rebecca. Okay, I'm done.
I'm sure she called her Becky.
I'm done. I just had to do that because it's every time I talk about that. Again, it's one of my favorite. I love this song. I love the episode. Don't let me knock it, but it's also really fun when talking about to talk about it that way.
All about that show. They have like the Christine episode with like the haunted car.
Yeah.
That was
This show is
It was a good show. I only got like 1 season though.
No, way more than that.
Did it
You're
really?
so
Where
wrong.
did it fucking go?
It had, I want to say, 3 to 4. They even switched out the main character after a couple of seasons to a different girl. Like, she left to go somewhere else, and then another girl started touring with them. Like, she was gonna be the one who was like singing with the mom, which is so that's why she was now on the tour bus with the brother and the kid of the guitarist. In case you didn't remember where they all came from, 2 of them were kids of Mackenzie Phillips, and one of them was like the son of like the guitar tech.
Yeah,
Eric Von Detten. You know, he was in all the Disney shit back then. Brink.
Brink. He was in all the fucking stuff back then. What happened to him? Is he still?
I don't know. You're putting me on the spot, and I'm
Come
not.
back.
That one is one I'm not gonna stop everything to look up to find for us.
Brink, get in contact with us. Come on the show
When we do Brink.
when we do Brink. Yes. Oh my God, that would be so cool.
That's when we'll stop and talk about. We need to circle back. Like, we're not super
Have
far
Brink
away from where we
talk
started.
about Brink.
We're not super far from where we started, but we should probably circle back. We got one last person to mention on our list of like notable,
just
people.
a minor, just a little character. Nobody. Important.
Well, listen,
nobody too important.
No character. You're right.
Yeah, really, I really am.
The character, like, again, he is super big. The character is not. The character is super small.
You don't even.
He wasn't even.
You don't even get a name for him until like the end of the movie, and
yeah.
I heard it wrong. I thought it was falafel.
Yeah, I don't even. What is Falfa?
Falfa.
Bob Falfa.
Alf was couldn't call him Alfalfa.
He's from like 2 towns over, but you know, this is supposed to be the area of Central California where like every town just rolls into the next one. That's why the strip was supposed to be so long. It's not that like one town's strip was so long, it's that the strip was through like several 4 towns. Right? Yeah. That's why everybody's asking each other like, what high school are you go to and shit. Because that's what it is. I also want to point out there was also Harrison Ford. We have to say this.
Obviously, everybody already knows he's in this movie.
Well, and that obviously that was what we were joking around about. But now that Bo pointed this out, I have to circle back because this is one of those things that we have talked about a couple of times now, and it's kind of weird that it keeps getting brought up. I don't even know if we left it in for the people. So if they get to hear about it this time, I feel really sorry for you guys. Patreon people will definitely know what we're talking about. The junior college versus community college. Did you notice they added one more level to that for you? City college.
I'm just gonna go to city for a year, you know, for trying to find out like what I want to do.
Now look, I'm gonna tell you, junior college and community college, I firmly believe are the same.
Right? Just called something. What the fuck is city college?
City college.
Is it most colleges? Like we have MSU. That's a city college,
but it's a state university. I don't understand. I don't get it, dude. It threw me for a loop when they said that, but we're supposed to understand that it's not. It's because, again, they all said it like it's not college, right?
Yeah.
Even though that one teacher went there. Because notice, he said he only
the creepy-ass teacher?
Look, I wasn't going to say it. But
yes. Dude, no, you have to. That's like the worst part of this whole fucking movie is that teacher. He's like blatantly hitting on these like 15-year-old girls in the dance.
We never see anything concrete because that part is in the dark, which is worse.
I guess.
It's so much
we didn't
worse.
see him grab her titty. All right, that's fine.
Oh man. But so the teacher though, he also said that though. He left for a semester, right?
Yeah.
Or a year, and then he was like, I didn't like the competition.
And couldn't do it.
And went to city to get his degree. So the city college is at least handing out a high enough degree
degrees,
for teaching.
I guess. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's still higher than a community college.
I would say because
like,
community college, we said this is usually associates, maybe a couple of bachelors, but I doubt it would be for education.
No, it's not going to be for teaching. It'll be like welding.
That's so strange, dude. Well, no, we talked about this. That one's different.
That's tech college.
Yes, yeah. Holy shit. I don't think people need to hear about the college lecture.
Business administration. That's what you can get a bachelor's in at a community college.
But so those are our big people that are in this movie for sure. That's top to bottom. There are a lot of other characters. There again, character-wise, we have plenty of people. We have Debbie. We have Lori, which is
the girlfriends, basically.
Yeah, well, Debbie's not a girlfriend.
Oh, she totally is after the events of this movie.
She's the coolest chick in the world,
She really is, though.
So
we got to talk about Debbie now.
we'll
Debbie's
use Debbie as
awesome.
our kicking point into the rest of the movie. But
Right.
Debbie, in the way that she just jumps into the adventure with Toad and just goes along for the ride, doesn't question him. No matter how dumb
bullshit
the thing he says is, defends him to other people. When he's throwing up and the people are like, looks like he can't hold his liquor, she doesn't even miss it for a beat.
No, he drinks all the time.
Told me so.
He's just had too much today.
I love her for that. Dude.
I know.
She's
Stand
the
by
coolest.
your man. Cue the song.
Dude, even at the end when she finds out about all of it being a lie,
he just rides a moped. She's just like,
she said, well,
that's almost a motorcycle.
And I love a motorcycle. Debbie deserves.
You call me tomorrow, sweetness. Mwah.
Debbie's the coolest chick in the movie.
She really is. Oh, she was probably so sad.
Listen, don't. Don't. Not yet.
Not
yet.
You know he didn't volunteer. Motherfucker got drafted.
So, but yeah, Debbie was the coolest chick in the movie, though, right? Like,
yeah.
Lori is right.
She is right. Lori did nothing wrong.
That being said, I still don't kind of like her.
I kind of don't like her.
But her actions in the movie
valid.
For what happened with Steve
totally
are not
valid.
why I don't like her.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be very clear.
I wouldn't have dated her.
Yeah. Like, she still just didn't seem... Well, especially because it's his best friend's little sister.
Which is also weird. I never dated my best friend's sisters.
I feel like the movie didn't even... Like, they said that one time, and then at the very end, you see that it's both of their parents. But other than that, they don't talk about that enough.
Yeah.
That it's his best friend's little sister. Because that's awkward.
Yeah,
that's not something that... Did Lucas do that, you think? Is that why?
Hook up with his best friend's sister?
He had to put it in there as like
had
a
to
rub.
throw it in.
A rub at his...
Right? Like,
or did it happen to him and he's trying to be like, this is like a fuck you.
He's Richard Dreyfuss through this
It's got to
whole
be
movie.
one of them though, right? Like knowing that these characters are loosely based on things that he's experienced.
He is all the characters.
That's kind of that's actually
except
what I've read.
John Milner. I refuse to believe that one.
So I think what I read is that Milner, like again, it's more specifically though that it's Steve, it's Kurt, and it's Toad. I was like, all I can think of right now is all of his nicknames. I was like Toad, Tiger, and I was like, oh yeah, Terry.
He's great.
Terry. Instead of Tony the Tiger,
it's Terry the Tiger.
Now I'll never forget. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I just need that one like mnemonic device, and that's it. Terry the Tiger. I got it now. I'm gonna say it that way, so I'll remember. But yeah, those three I feel like, and I think I might have read, like, are specifically more of Lucas, right? Like, so
he Horcruxed himself.
Well, Milner more represents the same thing that the Pharaohs represent, right? Like that he was kind of tangentially connected to the car
those
scene.
guys.
Yeah. And
I hung out with them.
It's less so that he saw himself fully in that character and more that he was like, I was friends with that character. Yeah. Because that part's real. The Pharaohs spelled different, but according to him, there was a car club. This is back in the day of they almost were the KKK because they were doing custom car. But they would still spell club C.
Yeah. So close.
But this was
missed it by that much.
Yeah. Well, especially because this was the California Custom Car Club.
Whew. KKKKK.
If they really wanted to go that wild. But so, yeah, he was... But again, this is from an era where it was just... They didn't think about that connection. Yeah. They were just like...
We like cars.
We're trying to make a fun...
We like cars and we're going to go around drinking and get in fights.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time to be.
Well, it's literally just Grease, right? Like, I mean, it's the same kind of car culture. They
all have the same matching jackets.
Those are the kids. That's John Travolta and Hickey from Kinnicky.
Yeah,
that's just them. Like a couple of years after high school finished, because none of those Pharaohs we saw
were high school students.
Anywhere. Not even high school. Anywhere.
No,
close.
That lead Pharaoh is like fucking 40, dude.
Dreyfuss doesn't look like he just graduated high school, but Dreyfuss looked 20 years younger than the motherfucking
next
guy.
To this guy.
It was crazy. Like literally the whole time.
He's the founder of the Pharaohs. He founded them back in the 40s, right after World War II.
In the movie, he got Dreyfus literally got kidnapped. But when it happened, I was like, no, but he's literally he's a kid. He's literally being kidnapped. Like, you guys are saying it like, ha ha ha, an adult takes another adult. But I mean, like, no, literally, he was a child who was napped by a grandpa,
an old adult.
That's how he forms his gang.
It's okay. He gets over with them. He they go rob the arcade or whatever.
Dude, that whole thing.
It's good to have a straight man with you that can talk to the adults and deflect, right?
So let's do a real broad go over of each person's night, because some people have more to talk about, and some people don't.
We're on Dreyfus, so let's just keep.
Dreyfus has two of them have exciting nights.
Yeah,
Dreyfus is one of them. Yeah, right.
So his starts off kind of slow, but it gets exciting.
Well, his starts off existential. Yeah, right? Like
he sees the blonde girl.
He's trying. Well, he's trying to, like, I don't know if I'm going. I don't know if I'm not going. Have I lived enough life to go do this? And everybody else, though, has a bigger point to him, which is like, what do you mean, have you lived enough life to go do this? That is living life. Go do that.
You're literally going to the other side of the country.
Like, that's what living is.
Experiencing life.
And it is crazy for him to be like, him or Steve.
Stay in my hometown and experience life.
The person that should be having the existential crisis is Terry or Milner. Yeah. Because they're the ones that are stuck here. In not a small town, but not a big city, not knowing what they're doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Maybe he did volunteer for the Marines.
We'll have to wait for the next movie.
That's what I tried to do.
Maybe the next movie will tell us.
Yeah, maybe. We'll wait with loose ends.
Yep. But so, yeah, like, Kurt, though, has a fun night once he gets past, at a certain point, the existential hits him to where he was like, well, I don't know, but I'm going to live tonight to the fullest, and I'll let tonight dictate whether it happens, right?
He sees the blonde lady, and he's just like, adventure begins. I'm going to go chase her down, and it's going to explain so much.
Well, and she's the catalyst to everything else that happens, so, right? Like, because nothing.
It's the thing that actually splits the party, kind of, doesn't it?
Well, and nothing. Yeah, well, nothing would have happened
if it hadn't been for this blonde lady flirting with him.
The group split before that, because he saw the lady on the way to the sock hop, which means that Terry had already gotten the car.
Yeah,
we'll save that. Yeah. That's Terry or Steve's story. That's not Kurt's story.
It's not important
Kurt's not part of the car story. But yeah, so Kurt, though, he after leaving everybody and really kicking off the night, gets abducted by Pharaoh. Like, I would say that's when his night really got fun.
Yeah, there's the little scene where his ex-girlfriend picks him up and he cracks
that lasts so little.
Embarrassed the chick driving to the dude she liked, and she kicks him out of the car. That was funny, but it's not important.
You knew it was gonna, like, he's self-sabotaging. Right? Like, because he was about
to get a handy in the back of the fucking car, right?
He was on his way to getting what he maybe was hoping for the night. He's an ambiguous character at best. I still never really understand. His motivations
are vague as fuck.
But so once he gets out of the car, though, at that point is when he really kicks off, because he decides to sit on a random car, and that was the worst car to ever sit on.
Why are you sitting on my boy Gil's car? Come here, look at this. You see right here? Look at that. You scratched it, man.
I don't really think that counts as a scratch. No. Like, I love that. He's like really gonna.
It's like you buff that out with your fucking
He's
shirt.
Trying to argue with him, and then it's just like, dude, I don't know if those are the people you should argue with.
I like how he tries to be like, I know other pharaohs. You know Tony Juarez. I'm cool with him. He'll vouch for me.
Drug him by a chain last night.
Yeah, we killed that motherfucker. Like,
I love that was the punishment. And like at first it was like just two jokes right back to back, right? It was like the one, like, I'm gonna do that to you. Where's that guy? We drug him too.
We drug him like last night.
But then they bring it up again when he's about to do the police car. He says, and I might just let him finally drag you around the parking lot.
Right? Because that's if you bitch out. Other hand, you go, the cops catch you, you go to jail.
Nobody
But if you pull this shit off,
You're a pharaoh.
You're in, man.
Not a pharaoh.
A pharaoh.
A pharaoh.
There's a Y in there. It's just invisible.
F-A-R-O. The people that George Lucas based it on.
Isn't that a corn syrup? No, it's
Caro.
Caro. Never mind.
But so the people that he based it on was a gang called. Well, again, I don't know how they put. I don't know.
Maybe it was an acronym.
Well, it would have been so far back. Even it's like, were they were trying to phonetically spell it out because it was before you would have been. Egypt wouldn't have been something taught in school in the 50s.
Nah, probably not. No,
Not like that.
definitely wouldn't have known how to spell Pharaoh.
And so, like, is it one of those things where they thought they were?
They had that
spelling
teacher
it?
with a weird accent, kept pronouncing it Pharaoh, and they just never saw it wrote down, so they just like
they thought it was
phoneticked
right.
it out.
Only lectures, right?
Yeah.
Only lectures. Who knows?
When the pharaohs of Egypt first came, that like guy who'd been living in America for too long, but he was British, had that weird accent.
But yeah, so before we go too far away, Kurt though was on this wild adventure with the pharaohs, completely complicit. Like, it's so
Yeah.
funny. Like,
He starts off
They
being like, "Oh
kidnapped
no, I'm
him.
being kidnapped." But like 5 minutes in, he's just like, "Yeah, all right, I'll hang out with you guys.
seem like fun.
You guys are.
right?
This is
Like,
gonna be fun. Like, oh yeah, cool. We'll go rob the Moose Lodge's arcade or whatever. It's
even
cool.
though they're the people that just gave me
$2 grand. In 1960 something, $2,000.
Probably paid for all 4 years of college.
You could have bought a couple of cars. Did you pay attention to the prices in the car lot where the cop was? Like $800.
No, he still wants to drive around in that whatever
beater ass fucking
Dude,
car.
Like 80% of his car looked like it was canvas.
the
Right?
Did
It
you-
looked like
the
the
seats
top.
were like welded pipes. Did you see it?
It looked like the top came off all the way through the trunk.
Oh, his
like
dad-
it looked like all of it was
His
canvas.
dad bought an army surplus, like Italian
Yes.
military car.
I don't know what this thing was. It was crazy.
Paid $30 for it.
But then his little sister was driving that pimp
Fucking pimp
car.
ass fucking Impala or whatever the fuck it was. It was
What was
great.
the injustice in this family?
She was the favorite.
But was she? He's the golden child about to leave to the other side of the country for college.
That's why he doesn't need the fancy car.
His dad's got to be the Moose Lodge person that got him $2,000.
That's true. That's fair.
There's no way the sister was the golden child. Why?
They had to bribe.
Why?
They had to bribe her to keep her happy.
Oh, they said college or a car.
College or a car. There it is.
Because remember, until that night, he wasn't the one that was all about it. It was Steve.
Yeah,
I don't
Steve
actually
was
know.
the one that wanted to go.
That doesn't make any sense that he would have been the one that
Maybe
made
he
the
just
choice.
didn't. He was good at.
Well, he didn't need a good
He
car. though.
kayfabed his parents real good.
Steve's
I guess.
car was dope. He didn't
Oh,
need a great
dude, man,
car.
fucking like '57 Chevy. It was awesome.
But so before we switch over to Steve, we'll
I want every car in this movie.
yeah. Before we switch to Steve, though, let's wrap up with Kurt. So Kurt, he goes through the whole night, gets away from them. He's the one that gets to meet Wolfman Jack.
Yeah, because
interact
he
with Wolfman.
hears him on the radio do it. Like some guy calls in, he's like, "Me and my girlfriend are having problems," and Jack's like, "I got you. I'll get you back together right now," which gives him an idea. So he goes looking for Jack with a little note to try and find the chick in the T-Bird from the beginning of the movie.
Like the one we said is
Yeah.
like almost the inspiration for well, it's certainly his whole story.
Yeah, it's his
everything
whole
that happens to
story.
him is from trying to chase her down. Everything.
Yeah,
Goes
So-
down the wrong street because he went after her.
chases her on foot.
Yeah. Well, it's usually
Yeah,
it's. I can't believe after missing her with the car so many times.
sees her trying to drive, and then his car won't start. All
No,
of a
listen, I
sudden.
can't believe he missed her that many times with the car, like being in a vehicle, and then when he was on foot, thought he was gonna run
Run her
down.
down.
I was like, dude, you've been in a motor vehicle and not caught up to her on foot.
He believed.
He did though.
The power of belief.
I want to say that's why Wolfman Jack helped him. He was just
Oh, he
like,
did.
this guy.
He goes in there and I'm not Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack is fake, right? He plays the tape for him and shit. But he's
That was
like,
good.
"Don't worry. Give me your note. I'll see if I can get it to him, and maybe we can have it play." And, he gives him the whole bullshit.
But then when he hears the full story, though, you could see it. He was like, this kid's really going through it.
Right?
He's
been on a fucking whole ass adventure just trying to find
I'm
his
gonna
chick.
have to help this
I
kid.
believe Wolfman Jack always believes in the power of love, baby.
And I love that he even got to see, like, again, 100% everything with that was so perfectly choreographed, right?
Right.
Like him walking out the door, but he started the broadcast when he knew there's
Dude.
no way he'd made it outside yet. So he was like, this kid's gonna hear me.
Yeah, he's
hear
gonna
me
know
start.
that I am actually Wolfman
Fucking,
Jack.
I loved it. I want to point out
Just through the crack in the door. Just
this movie points out one of those like pre-cell phone era things that's really wild to me, which is he gave out a payphone phone number. So like
I'm gonna hang out by this payphone.
And he knew that number.
Was that actually a thing back then? You just knew the payphone's number?
If it was one you hung out by, maybe.
And you could just call that payphone.
Well, the payphones definitely used to have their number on it. It was when you looked it up, it was usually on underneath the little piece of plexiglass underneath the thing.
I don't think I've actually ever used a payphone.
Yeah, because this is how the trick would work, right? So like you would 1-800, you would do the collect call thing, right? Your message would be to the person to call you back on the payphone and tell them the payphone number, and then they would call you back, and then
I've seen that in movies.
Yep, that's why they would do that, because
they hang out by the payphone.
Yep. Now you know.
Man, you couldn't make that movie Phone Booth now, could you? Nobody would fucking get it.
Nobody would understand.
They'd be like, "What's a phone booth?" Surprisingly, tense movie for just an hour and a half of a guy in a phone booth.
But so yeah, Kurt though, he ends out the night after second guessing himself 1,000 times on whether he should leave or not. Again, the movie Lucas does a great job with the like, you never hear them say the stuff out loud, but you can see the events that are making them change their mind back and forth.
It's like on their face. They're just like, because he finally gets the call on the payphone, and it is the chick. It's the girl. She's like, yeah, I cruise around. I cruise around G Street all the time.
She says she's not going to give her name, and you can see him be like, I love the great mystery, and I do want to leave. Like you can just tell that's what's going through his head.
Like the adventure is enough.
I don't need to know. If I stay, I'm going to know,
and then I'll be stuck here.
And it's not the same.
As long as I don't know, I will have a reason to go look.
Well, and he ended up being a writer, and I don't think we can overlook the fact that that's what they were trying to set up here. Is that he's the guy who loves the story of the what if, right? Like
we're in the beginning when he first sees her, and they're like, "Oh man, shut up!" And he's just like, "You people have like no romance, no soul. Somebody out there walking around wants me."
Yes, dude, exactly. And
it sounds corny, but like in the context really great. It makes sense.
Handled it perfectly. So then our other person who has an exciting story is Terry.
It's Terry.
Terry's story is Steven great, dude.
Giving him his car because he's going to college.
Dope car.
I want you to take care of it. Make sure you put the right gas in it and tire pressure and shit. And
I want that car.
He's like crying, dude. It's like Terry's over, just like, I can't fucking believe it.
Well, could you imagine a friend of yours just handing you the keys to a car like that today?
Oh my God, dude. And just be like, take care of it till I come back for Christmas.
Like nobody.
Nobody would do that now.
So, dude, I mean, I get it.
I'd have cried.
I understand.
I'd have bawled my fucking eyes out. That was beautiful.
Well, and again, the fact that the car was so nice. Exactly.
I know.
The fact that it was so nice is what really fucking pushed it.
I don't even know what kind it was, and I still want it.
He immediately asked the girl out.
He's like, I got this sweet ass car now.
You want to come with me? But so we've already hinted at some of his story, so we can run through that a little bit faster. He meets Deb, who we've already said, dopest chick in the world.
Right. Coolest fucking chick.
She was on board with him.
She's like getting catcalled by a bunch of dudes, and she's just walking, and he's just like, "Hey."
He seems like such a cool. He does kind of stand up to the dudes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They would have kicked the shit out of him if it really got pushed.
Fuck out of me.
Right. Like he's so lucky that ended as succinctly as
he
it
just
did.
Kind of rolls up. He's like, "Hey, fuck those guys. Did anybody ever tell you look like what the fuck actress was? Some actress from back then." She's just like, "Really? You think so?"
I always thought I looked like Sandra D.
And he's like, her too. I totally see it. Her
Oh.
too. Do you want to go for a ride?
He was like, I'm not just giving you. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I legitimate. Like, you are fucking gorgeous.
Well, and again, that started her belief in everything
yeah,
that he said.
Just buys
because
into everything
she
he
was
says.
just like, he really does mean it. He's not just giving. Like, even though he was 100% just feeding her a line. She was like, he told me it wasn't a line.
It's all in the tone.
He's not feeding me a line. Dude, I'm telling you right now. But so most of his night though is just spent trying to get in her pants.
Yep. She
wants
whatever
she
wants. She wants
some
some booze.
Tries
so
to get her
he
booze.
goes to get booze, and he goes through a couple of people, man. He gives it to the wino, and he just buys a bunch of wine, and then just fucking disappears.
Comes back out. needs to get money from her.
Right,
I only have a 50. You can't make change.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
So she buys it too. She's just like, I can't fucking believe it. Gives him $1, and the next guy's like, oh, you need some booze? I got you.
I got
Hold
this.
on just a second. Fucking comes back running out, fucking football, like fucking lobs it to him, and the liquor store guy comes up racking off shots because he just got robbed.
Well, like I've said,
The only thing would have made that better is if Terry would have like dove in the car
Well-
and peeled out.
well, like I said to you, like so much like this is like a Dazed and Confused or Super Bad.
oh,
like
I forgot
these
that
are
they get
events.
shot at and Dazed and
dude, like,
Confused. I
these are-
totally forgot about
right
that.
by the liquor store events.
Yeah,
too,
it's
right?
the
Like,
whole.
right
It's almost the same.
That's
fucking
what I'm telling
scene.
you. This is why I said like so many movies. It's super bad. This like the
Yeah.
liquor store scene is so much the inside like interactions. Like if he
Instead of him
went
getting
inside,
shot at, McLovin
well-
just gets knocked the
well,
fuck
if,
out.
if this dude would have went inside, the interaction he would have had with the
Yeah.
liquor store, like we'd have seen more of it instead of just the real quick shopping.
Yeah.
Would have been the McLovin scene.
It totally would
right?
have been.
Like if he actually would have walked back in trying to be like, I still couldn't find my ID.
Oh man, you know,
Would have been the McLovin style.
totally would have been.
So again, like so many movies have borrowed from this, like the inspiration, the feeling of the let's do it for a night. But again, like I said, the specifics, Days and like it's so specific to that, dude. Like it's so good. It's because it is that good. It's that great.
Yeah, I know I hate on George Lucas a lot, but he fucking did do a lot of good shit.
No, dude, he's made a lot of really good shit.
I know.
You don't like him as a person. This is one of those ones where I tell you, you got to learn to separate. Like sometimes people can be shitty, but they can make cool art,
That's true.
right? Like
It's just,
I'm not saying
I
it's-
like what you do, but I want to punch you.
as long as their shittiness is just like dumb shitty,
Yeah,
not like
dumb
not like
shittiness.
actual shitty people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he's not a hateful person. We're not trying to say like you should back people.
He's not up there with Brian Singer and
Yeah,
shit
some of
like,
the-
yeah,
sure,
you know,
yeah.
he's not that level. It's just I kind of want to smack him.
He's kind of a smug asshole.
Yeah, you just kind of want to.
Now that being said, he does make some really good movies.
Him and Kubrick, they pissed me off. I'm like, you're really good, but I want to slap you.
But yeah, this movie again, it's great. So let's get back though. So
Yeah.
the rest of his story though is Terry. He does succeed? Question.
Almost.
We don't really know.
They
They,
go to-
fall asleep.
They
Is that
go
what
to,
you
no, they go park, and he like, and I appreciate this. They have like a hard time having sex in the car.
No, I get that. No, that's fine. But so my question to you though is like, how did they go from hearing radio to not hearing radio? So
Two
one
is-
of two things, Bo. You have to either believe they had sex or they fell asleep. Those are the only two
I
explanations. Because if not,
am
you would
gonna
have
give
instantly
my boy-
noticed that the music
I'm
was
gonna
gone.
give my boy the benefit. He hit that.
So that's my
That's
point.
why
though.
he was
Well,
so
I-
distracted that
I
the
had-
car got stolen.
I had to point it out to you because at first you were going to be like, well,
so
he didn't.
technically, the only person who gets laid tonight is Toad.
yes.
Yeah, my boy.
This is when you said that he was your favorite and you started to tell me that you thought that they didn't have sex earlier. I was like, how does, if he's your favorite, you have to like, you have to know he did.
Yeah,
Because again, like I said, if not, the implication,
he at least got his hand on it.
if not, the implication is they fell asleep. Because how else do you not notice like music, no music?
Yeah,
Because it wasn't like it was he realized it was just now gone. It was like he was like, it's been gone for a while. Holy fuck! Did you
hang
notice
on.
the music
Hold a
has
minute.
stopped?
The music's gone.
So yeah, like that happened and it was gone. I hate that we don't find out more about the car being sold. Like we don't find out anything about these people who took it for the joyride.
We just like find it randomly, and then we have a big fight.
Do we even ever find out? Like
I don't think we even know who they are.
well, and do we find out if he actually got the keys back?
No, I think he had
Because
to
they were about to
hotwire-
they were about to
the fucking
hotwire
thing.
it. Also, what the fuck did George Lucas think hot wiring was? Why did he need a
I need like foot-long piece of wire. Like, wait,
Hot wiring is where you take the positive and the negative
from
and,
the ignition
and
just
just
and then
straight-
put them together.
Was this guy about to take it from the battery terminal around and into the fucking starter? Is that what?
How
he was
would that
gonna
work?
do?
I wonder if that would work.
It
if I could
would
take
work,
the whole thing,
but that's wild.
just full fucking like shock your car to life.
It would go, but that's wild.
I watched Dad fucking start my old Toyota with a screwdriver once. That was pretty cool.
But yeah, so they they wrap up everything with him by, again, like we said, luck of the draw. Him and Debbie, after having just shit luck, they stumble into Steve at one point, but
Yeah.
then even separate from Steve.
In the woods, they're doing
In
like
the woods.
the goat killer
Yeah.
fucking shit. She's like scaring the shit out
Well,
of
'cause
him.
she's like the serial killer podcast
Yeah,
girl
I know.
before it existed, right?
She's the alt baddie of the 50s.
It's so
she
funny.
totally is. She's just into like creepy shit.
But so once everything
Hard liquor, creepy shit, and goats.
Once everything finishes, though, he gets the car back. Milner comes and saves the day
He
for
fucking
him.
saves him from getting the fuck beat. I like that. He's just like, Terry, you okay, man? He's just like, it's okay. I'll die in a minute and it'll all be over.
And this girl, that's much the love of my life you're speaking to.
She doesn't question it either. She's just kind of like, aw. He's a little punch drunk.
Yeah, and so everything though wraps up perfectly for him. The
Yeah,
car is
he
there.
gets the girl. They, like,
Everything's
she even likes
good.
his moped because like,
Well,
he finally admits like, I'm full of shit.
The funniest part to me though is that we are like the two people who have the most exciting part of the story are the two people who aren't there for the end of the story.
I know they're not.
So our other two guys, so they wrap up the story. Let's do Milner first. Milner's is easy. Milner acts like we've already mentioned. He actually picks up Carol, Mackenzie Phillips, the too young
like,
for anybody.
13-year-old girl, and he is just like, oh god damn it.
And he has the weirdest back and forth, questionable, unquestionable relationship.
Yeah,
right?
it seems like, I don't know if it was Lucas's fault or what, but like
sometimes it seemed like brotherly. I'm trying to
protect you. This chick. Sometimes it felt like I might want to fuck this bitch,
and that he was somehow using the protection
to
in his favor, which is even creepier than just.
Which did not help with the scene of him like being all like, you know, where he's trying to scare her into giving him his fucking address so he can finally get rid of her.
Very clearly, that's what it is. But
for
when you
first get to it, you're like, oh shit, what's about to happen? Oh, okay, never mind.
Out of context.
Never mind, I get it. He's just trying to fucking scare her. I get it.
With the rest of the movie out of context, it is very hard.
Dude,
to
no, if
see
you
when he first starts saying it.
If you just see that scene on like YouTube, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this movie?
It even ends questionably with her, right? Like the part of so again, there's not much going on with him. His whole night is just cruising around with her, and it's a lot of, again, like we've already said, a back and forth of, are they crushing on each other, or is he just trying to take care of her?
Yeah, try and keep her out of trouble.
I don't even think that's what was supposed to be portrayed, but that's what it feels like we're watching. A will they, won't they?
Yeah, with a
child,
13-year-old girl. It was really weird.
But that is kind of what it is. And it even ends on a will they, won't they? Because he gives her the fucking thing.
And she's like, oh, it's like a ring.
Which is
it's
a
like,
piston, right? It's a piston head.
Yeah. For his gear shift or whatever it was.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that we address that. The movie never says that's what it is. She's just like, that thing's really cool. That's not really a gear. It's a piston head. He's a car guy. It was a piston head.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that they never said that's what it was, because she in the beginning is like, I don't know what it is. He didn't tell her. At the end, he gives it to her and still doesn't tell her what it is. I was like, wouldn't you be like, by the way,
it's a piston off my first car,
my lucky car that blew up,
something.
Or,
no, just hands it to her like, here, shut up.
But my problem with it is that when she gets it, she goes, it's just like a steady ring.
I can't wait to tell all of my friends about this.
And he doesn't actually, like, he upset.
Doesn't say anything.
He's upset, but in the way that you are when you're flirting with a girl.
Yeah, it's not like, no, bitch, you better not tell nobody nothing. What are you talking about?
He's not the upset you should be when a child is saying she's about to tell all of her friends
that she like basically went on a date with a 19-year-old guy.
That she's in a secret relationship.
Yeah,
with
no, that's bad.
There
wasn't enough of a fucking outrage from him.
Well, they also needed to. Again, they didn't mean for it to look bad, but it's almost like they knew he would, because they needed the movie didn't end. That wasn't the end of his story, like we've already said.
Yeah,
he gets the redemption arc of the race.
Yeah, the race.
He goes to the place. to pick up. Well, he's just going to the burger joint to end his night after he gets rid of Carol, right?
Finally.
Like he's just like, okay.
Fuck,
When he gets there,
I need a cheeseburger.
when
now.
he gets there, though, he keeps hearing more about the dude, and he's already tried to race him once. Harrison Ford's weird character
with his badass
Alfalfa
Chevy Alfalfa.
Whatever his name is.
Bert, Bob
It's-
Falfa.
yeah.
There it is.
Alfalfa, like I said. So it's all about this race though, and literally it's worse than before because what has now gone down?
We need to
Steve's
talk about
girlfriend.
Steven's story
Steve's
arc now,
girlfriend.
don't we?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We'll use this to get to Steve, and then we can use that to wrap it all up. Right? You
together,
like
yeah.
that? That's good. So Steve has the most boring story, and that's why it's great for him to be the last one.
Yep.
I love Ron Howard.
I do too.
I like him as both an actor and a director. This movie,
maybe a better director than actor, but that's
movie,
arguable.
Despite being the thing that kind of pushed his acting career, not actually. He didn't. I'm glad it did because he didn't do much.
He didn't do a lot in this movie.
So he is this character. He's supposed to be the everyman, which is a horrible thing for the 60s and 70s, right?
Yeah.
Because this guy as the everyman does a lot of really questionable things that we shouldn't say every man does.
Yeah, we hopefully don't do this shit anymore, but I
You
feel like we
shouldn't.
do.
They normalized the fuck out of him pressuring her in the car, right? Thankfully he didn't do it. I will at least give
he
him
did,
that.
because he's like, we're just gonna lay there. She's like, what? You're gonna fucking do it? Just fucking do it.
Now, I will at least say that I don't believe that from either of these women in the 60s. That both, like, Carol and Lori were like, hit me, fuck my
you.
face up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, they got brutal.
Go ahead and clobber me, big tough guy.
They both got weird about hitting me, right? Like, they were like, hit me in the face.
Sock cop fucking thing.
Yeah, dude.
Because Ron or what's his name?
Steve.
Steven starts this whole fucking thing with trying to
The classic guy.
classic fucking dude.
And
I'm going to
the
college
movie proves
thing.
how classic it is.
I don't want to break up with my girlfriend, but I still want to bang
Look,
chicks
I want to
while I'm
sleep
at college.
around, but I want to
Yeah.
know when I get home I can still sleep with you.
Right.
Because those girls
I
won't be
need-
at home.
I need you to be here on like Christmas, spring break, so I got something to like, crank it while I'm here.
Dude.
It's all you're good for.
Again, like we said earlier, I'm not a big Lori fan, but not for the reasons that people might try to jump on us.
No,
for.
she's totally right to be pissed off.
And he is
about
a total douche.
Everything.
We are 100%
He
sane.
is a douchebag until like almost the end of the movie
Yes.
to her.
We are 100% wanting to make sure everybody understands.
Richie Cunningham is a dick in this movie.
Not a likable guy.
Not a likable guy at
His
all.
character is wrong.
Yeah.
We do not approve.
He tries to pull off like this like open relationship bullshit and then gets pissed off at her later at the dance when she won't dance with him. And she's like, why the fuck should I? You're going to leave and fuck other bitches.
Well, and then again, like, that's the whole point, the whole movie.
yeah, it just keeps going back and forth until...
Because, well, like we said, in the car scene came after the dance, and it's the same thing. It was
Yeah.
already, like, they reconcile at the dance because they have their dance, and they're like, oh, but I do love you.
yeah.
You're right.
Oh,
You're
talk
the one...
about they
no,
talked
you're
about
one,
the good times.
and she was the one who was like, I was the one who put the moves on, not you. You're a jackass.
You're a pussy.
Right?
David Olger told me you were too afraid to fucking
Well,
hit
and then
on
another
me.
guy. It was a different
Yeah,
guy. The
he
second
told me
time.
you were too
Yeah.
afraid to kiss me.
So
Fuck,
again-
I even asked my dad, and he said you're just a big bitch.
So again, they have this back and forth constantly, right?
Right.
Until we get to the point where she kicks him out of the car after the failed attempt. And when she was finally like, I'm done. Why don't we just go ahead and call this off?
That was such a weird scene because he's just like, you want it. You told me about the
Like,
stuff.
no.
The stuff with your brother. It's
Thank
like,
you, I
what
was-
the fuck was that?
They never talk about that again.
What did you do? What about your brother? Hold on.
Was she enjoyed watching him?
Did she walk in on him cranking it and she just kind of watch?
That's the way the story goes.
And
but we don't.
You're just like, no, wait, I think you might be disgusting.
We never get clarification
No.
on any of that.
She just kicks him out of the car.
And once she kicks him out of the car, like we said, that's when he runs into
Terry
Terry.
and
And Terry's
Debbie.
like, well, Terry tried to pretend like he didn't lose the car.
It's in the garage. It's fine. Debbie's over like, yeah, and those guys stole it.
No, those guys stole our car. What kind of car was it? Oh, so like I was saying.
Yeah, don't worry. Shut the fuck up.
But so then he goes back to the burger joint. Again, that's like the hub at the end. Everybody ends up
everybody
back there
always
for
ends
some
up
reason.
at the burger joint.
So at this point, Steve goes back to the burger joint, and he's just there until they show up with the car.
Yeah.
And literally, it's like seconds. They show up in his car. Like Terry and Deb show up in the car, and within seconds, he comes in. I guess he did find the keys. Right, because he totally gets in and like.
I bet one of the ones that Milner's beat the
or
ass
he had
up
two
had
sets
it.
of keys.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And he gave him a spare set.
Maybe.
I don't know. Either way, he just looks at Terry and he goes, "I gotta go."
Yeah, because he found out that Laura was
the girls, those
in Harrison Ford's car.
Well, the gossip girls, those gossip girls are like,
I think that's Carol's sister too. Isn't that the one that like fed her off to fucking Milner?
But so yeah,
I like how everything kind of connects together through this whole movie.
Through word of mouth, he finds out that, like we said, Lori kicked him out, and after she kicked him out, and the weird, she's not attracted to the guy.
No,
she doesn't give him signals like she wants anything to do. The opposite. He even calls her on it, like, "You're a cold bitch."
I don't know what you're all night
for.
What the fuck,
right? But so she goes
literally there to piss her boyfriend
totally
off.
She's there just to try to, and that's what it was, and that she knew it. She knew that's what was going to happen. But she knew the gossip girls were going to see it. But so she's in the car with Falfa when the race goes down. Like we already mentioned when we were talking about
she's
Milner.
too committed to fucking get out of the car.
Well, no, she told him she was going to get out, and he was like, "When we get there, I'm not going to let you." Which I don't understand what that means. This was not an era of automatic door
it's like
locks.
Just get the fuck out.
She could have gotten out of the car. It was stopped.
Yeah, I know. Like
for the flashlight
because Terry does the flag thing. He stands there for like a full 15 seconds. She had time.
Yeah, I have a problem with it. It was weird. But so we then though end the movie with this crazy fucking street race going on.
Harrison Ford flips his car.
Well, and again, Lori's in the car with Falfa, but it's just Milner by himself trying to prove the thing that they've mentioned all movie long, but we haven't actually. It's not important until the very end, which is like he's like
the fastest guy in town.
Well, I don't know if I'm still that guy.
Right? Might be time for you to be over. There's no way Milner's beating that
He's
Chevy.
Like it's like the cowboy metaphor, right?
Yeah.
Like you're too old now, and the next young gun's coming in.
They say that
even.
They even say that he's like might be too old. I'm like, but his car is the one doing
the racing.
Yeah, like what the. Hit the gas pedal.
20,
yeah, like 20. Right. He's like 20. What the fuck?
The 45,
I know racers who are in their 50s.
The 45-year-old mechanic acted like he was too old to keep racing. I've never seen in my whole life. I've only seen you, right? That's how I said my whole life. Whatever.
Everybody just retires from racing at 21.
Guess so.
We all know that. Once you're old enough to drink, it's not fun anymore.
Well, and I guess mechanics are only mechanics for like 5 years at a time. Yeah. For this guy to be like, my whole mechanic lifetime, I've only seen be a racer at the top.
That's it. That's all it is.
And you're 20, so you've only been driving
for like 5 years. We'll give you, maybe you got your permit at 15, right?
Oh, it was, again, priceless. But so it all leads up to this race. But like we said, the two people who had the exciting nights, not important.
Not even...
Like Terry is there, which is more than
the flag.
That's more than we say for Kurt. Kurt wasn't even.
He wasn't even there.
He shows up.
He's asleep in the fucking burger joint parking lot, waiting on a phone call.
Presumably, we can assume he ended up there after the phone call. I guess, or maybe they all ended up to the airport straight after that. I don't even know.
I don't know.
But so yeah, they have the drag race. And literally, Milner blows him away. Right. And is not the cause of the accident because Steve shows up, little Richie Cunningham, screaming at Milner like he did something, right? Like he is like, Milner, you asshole.
And like, what the fuck? I didn't crash their fucking car.
He didn't even like swerve into the lane. Like he did nothing wrong.
And I don't know what he's talking about at the Milner.
No,
he's
like,
I know.
Oh,
I was losing. I was like, no, you weren't.
That was about to be my next thing is that it was not his fault about the accident, and he was not
losing that race.
That's how much it was not his fault about the accident. He was so far in front of that car. He was at least
half a car length ahead of him.
That
he beat him off the line.
Whatever it was that made Falfa Ford flip over the car had nothing to do with Milner.
Also, bullshit. Both of them walked away from that wreck.
Dude, the way they get to that car,
dude,
it's so calm. Like, not like the actors are trying to do it the right way.
Yeah.
The movie, though, the way the movie presents that scene, not a care in the world.
Like your opening shot of like
I'm watching it like
little
car
house
flips.
on the prairie,
yeah, dude,
like da-da-da,
I'm
burning
watching car flip, and I'm like, is everybody okay? The movie is not like even focusing on the vehicle. They're just like, whatever.
They're already out of the car. We don't even see them crawl out of the car. Nothing. Just Harrison Ford and Laura just out of the car magically.
That's how unimportant that was to the story. But we
Harrison
do see
Ford's
it blow
just kind
up.
of holding his arm like,
well,
my
and
elbow.
Milner was being a nice guy to him. Did you notice?
It was. He's
he
like, gives him his hat,
gives him his props. Like, we raced, you lost.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault, man. Oh, your car's on fire. Fuck.
All right, but
that sucks, buddy.
That's the story. That's the movie. Because the last thing we get is literally just credits rolling, and then we see the wrap up of our 4 guys there. 2 of which died.
John Milner killed in a head-on drunk driver collision in 1964 or 63.
64.
And Terry
in 65
declared missing in action outside Long Tuc, Vietnam. 1965.
And then we have Steve. Steve,
who's like a judge or something.
No, you wish it was a judge. That would be great. That's some Stand By Me. That's a lawyer and judge, right?
Yeah.
No, he was an insurance salesman, dude. Steve was an insurance salesman. I can't wait to watch the second one.
Maybe he should have fucking left town.
Look, we got to watch more American Graffiti.
Yeah, we got to watch it.
I'm telling you right now, because I need to know what happens here. But, I mean, like, obviously we know he marries the girl. He stays behind.
Yeah, he stays behind him to stay with Laura.
Oh, I guess we shouldn't have said the story was done. The only thing but we already mentioned this, is that they flipped. Yeah, they flipped. At the end, they did indeed go the opposite ways. The guy who was going to stay.
Richard Dreyfuss leaves
says,
and
I'm gone.
Richie Cunningham stays.
That's the only thing. But we did mention this.
Yeah, we mentioned that in the beginning.
Big deal. But yeah, I had a blast. This movie is a lot of fun.
I like this movie. I remember watching it when I was a kid and being bored.
When I was a kid, I thought I told you before we started.
You thought it was just like the Happy Days movie?
I thought it was an extension of Happy Days. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't remember any parts of More American Graffiti specifically, but I have when I told you that I felt
just a gut feeling you've seen it,
and that I thought I feel like I might have watched the first time I watched this was like back to back with the second one,
right?
And that literally I thought the whole thing, like the mention of wars.
Because they used to do shit like that on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
Like double feature.
I feel like that's what happened. And
Dinner in a Movie. Remember Dinner in a Movie? They double feature all the time.
And so I feel like that's totally what happened, and that's super why I thought it was like a sequel. Or the ending, the last episodes of Happy Days.
This is how they ended Happy Days.
Because I definitely remember the Ron Howard with a mustache, and I seen that when I was looking at the more. It's like the second one was made during the mustache era.
Nice.
Yes. Oh,
that's awesome. So yeah, more loose ends for us to do
before
this
we're completely done with this movie, because we kind of did this a little different. Again, this is what we said was what's fun about the new format is we can do things loose. However we need to do it per episode is how we can do it. As long as we're not doing straight scene by scene, we're okay. But before we're finished, we still have to do the thing.
The thing?
So, Bo, what's your thing? What's the thing?
What did she see her brother doing?
Back to this.
At both times I watched this movie, I was like, what was it? What was the thing? And why did she tell her boyfriend about it?
I gotta admit,
the thing is Dreyfuss's thing.
I gotta admit, dude, it is weird.
It's so weird
when that gets brought up.
It's the weirdest thing about the whole fucking movie, implied incest.
It's the last thing that happens before she drives away,
right?
And it never gets mentioned.
It's the reason he gets kicked out of the car is because he brings it up.
And it's we know she hates Falfa. She hates him. But it's the reason she's willing to still sit in his car, because she is so upset by those words. Those words were a step too far.
I want to know what the weird shit that happened that night in their house.
All right, I'll give you. That's a very fair.
That's
a very fair. The Thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's
All
very
right,
fair.
Shane, my dude, my bro, my brother. What is The Thing?
My The Thing crosses into the real world a little bit.
All right.
And it's that I can't believe that George Lucas was ever cool enough that he was hanging out with
like
car
a
club
games
guys
and shit.
I
believe that too. There's no fucking way.
It's
He was the guy who got picked on
by
the
those
car
type of
gang,
guys,
right?
100%. Like I was just like
Terry.
When I
getting
was
picked
reading
on.
about this, and they they're like, oh, this person, like, Terry's an aspect of Lucas. I was like, I buy that. When
Yeah,
they were like,
totally.
Steve is maybe an aspect, I was like, oh, one relationship.
Yeah, I can get
right?
that,
Like
yeah.
one relationship was kind of like that. I get that. That's fine. When they were like, he was deep into California car culture, I was like, shut your
Bullshit.
fucking mouth. And
No,
then
he wasn't.
they specifically mentioned the gangs, the Pharaoh
Yeah.
gang. I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
I don't see
I don't
George
believe
Lucas
that.
out there with the leather jacket, swinging the chain, smoking
Not
a
at all.
cigarette,
Not at all.
the little curl.
Dude, the Milner.
Yeah, the
All right. So since we're finished before we're completely done, we will remember.
yes.
We kept
Because
saying
we're
maybe we
professionals.
will, maybe we will, maybe we won't. Not only
I'm proud
not
of
just
us.
remember to talk about the beer, but also the berries.
Berries.
Yeah, I
Yes.
couldn't tell if you were remembering that part too.
We're
I'm glad.
good.
All right.
We remembered.
So yes, we are.
I got nothing.
We're at the
I
end
got
here.
no berry. Did you get any
I
berry?
never got a berry.
No.
I definitely got tropical.
Yeah, I got tropical. There's some kind of like
mango, papaya,
mango, pineapple-y kind of flavor.
something going on, definitely. But
There's a lot of I got no berry.
yeah, citrus, but different citruses and different tropical, but no
No.
berry.
Throw some.
Unless it's a tropical berry.
Are there tropical?
I don't know.
berries?
The people need to tell us.
Comments.
Because if
Berry.
there are tropical berries and we're wrong, tell
Yeah.
us what that is.
I'll go find them. Find out what they.
But I
taste
definitely
like.
I feel like I just had like a tropical lifesaver in my mouth or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? Like a vaguely these are tropical fruits. Guava, papaya, mango,
starfruit,
pineapple, starfruit. These things vaguely tropical. You all of those in your head made you guys think of certain things.
but
that's what
still
this
with
is.
that like IPA grapefruit.
Yeah, no, there's
Bite
definitely
in
a
the
line.
background.
There's a baseline to it for sure.
It's good though. I like this one.
This was fun. I liked it.
Tröegs.
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 Whatever. However,
You
someone tell us.
there's
Someone give me the pronunciation chart.
There are 2 dots over the O
Someone give me the pronunciation
before
chart.
the E. Tell me how this is pronounced.
Hopefully we'll find some more of your beers. This is
Oh,
the
hell
first
yeah.
one I think I've ever seen. And
Yeah, I've never
hopefully
seen
I
this
see some
before.
more. This was good. Well worth it. Definitely a great match to the movie.
Yeah.
I felt
Graffiti
Again,
Highway.
I had a fun time while watching the movie. I had a fun time talking about the movie while drinking the beer.
Indeed.
That being said, before we completely wrap up the movie, I have to say to you, we barely mentioned one time, and we did mention we both loved it. The soundtrack.
Dude, no, it's like the greatest 50s music.
It was a great. It's
And-
one of those movies that has a soundtrack that
When they're at the hop dance, the
Yes.
song, they're like, let's go do the hop. You ever heard the like, let's go smoke some pot?
yeah,
I love that fucking bit.
again, it was the
Greatest
vibes
sensation
in this
that's
was
sweeping
great.
The nation, we're smoking pot.
The vibes in this movie were great the
Yeah.
whole way through. And the beer
It's a good
matched
vibe.
those
Great vibes. Yeah, no, it totally did. It's got like the 60s fucking swirly colors
Yeah.
can and shit.
Enjoyed everything about today, in up to and including finding out that we have another
Loose end that we can add to the
the
lineup
loose
here.
end season just keeps providing.
I love how it just writes itself. Like we didn't have to do shit.
On that note, before we wrap everything up, we do need to talk about next week.
Next week,
Which really, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. We're gonna talk about next month right now. Like we set this
'cause
up
it
before we
snuck
started.
the fuck
This
up
is what
on
it is.
us.
So this snuck up on us. But that being said, I had told Bo like a couple of weeks ago, I've got a plan for October. But again, this was still just like, this wasn't a definite. This wasn't like we locked this in. I was just
Right.
like, hey, this is a maybe.
Yeah, we
for
can totally do
October.
this.
But now October's here, and so this is
I
definitely
just-
what we're doing because it's too
Locked
close
in,
to
locked in by necessity. at
too
this
close
point.
to be changing. But it's also a great one because it fits
fucking
It fits what we need to do for
And
our
it
loose
helps
ends
so
here
much.
season, right?
It clears the whole month
So,
for us.
recently, if anybody is also a huge Friday the 13th / Jason Voorhees fan like I am, you are aware that they have the franchise has been bought. You can now there's one company that owns the story of Jason and gets to continue it, and that's why it's been so many years since we've had one.
Yeah.
It's been in legal hell.
Yeah.
The people who have
Fucking
bought
lawyers.
the people who bought it are now doing they're trying to fully reboot and like get everything going for a whole or not even reboot, like just continuation.
Get hey, we're still fucking here.
And so like they've partnered with Angry Orchard,
Hey.
who make cider, and so it fits in our loose wheelhouse
Also,
here.
very fall with the cider.
Fits the time, fits the everything. It's perfect. It's what we want. So they have a special release variety pack, 4 different drinks.
So we can do 4 different Friday
movies
the 13th
for the 4 weeks of October.
So that'll get us up to like 7.
It will get us 3, 4, 5, and 6.
We'll get up to 6.
So the one after this that we do for the next Friday the 13th will be 7. That's right.
That's That's the end of the.
No, 8.
Oh, is that 8?
It's 7, 8. Then Jason Goes to Hell.
All right. I can't wait to do 10.
Yeah, well, that'll be after Jason Goes to Hell because
Right.
Jason Goes to Hell is 9 and Jason's 10.
That one's fun, but I love 10.
So yeah, it's gonna be a great time. We're gonna have fun. We don't know which one of the variety we're gonna choose first.
No,
so
we'll pick them at random.
you'll see a picture
Yeah,
before we get there.
we'll just reach.
But just know if you buy the variety pack and you don't open it till we start, you can still have the one that we're having. It won't be a surprise. If you buy the variety, we're not sponsored, but if you want to buy
if they want to,
if you guys want to go out for us and tell Angry Orchard and the people who are doing the new Jason franchise
to sponsor
that
us,
we are plugging the hell out of everything here.
Totally. I mean,
we
down.
won't stop you. But again, there is I'm gonna not do the hand motion because I did it while we weren't even talking about it
right
so many times now. We are saying there's a full case, 4 different Angry Orchard variety flavors that they have, and yeah, we'll figure out which one's gonna go with which movie as we go.
Yep, it's gonna be great. I love Halloween. I'm so excited.
Until next time, Bo, do you have anything else you want to tell them?
If everybody could just, like.
If everybody could like
subscribe, subscribe,
share,
share and share, share. Sharing is caring. Care Bears taught us that.
Oh, not share like I can turn back time.
No, wrong. Share. I want the SH, not the CH.
Okay.
Share.
Damn it.
No, nothing wrong with Share. She's awesome. Subscribe, comment, do all the things. We'll see you next time. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hang out with Wolfman Jack and his fucking 57 T-Bird. See you all later.
I'm going to go eat some popsicles.
Did your fridge break? I guess I'll help you. That sucks, man. I'll help you eat some popsicles. He's just had too much today.